Hello everyone, this is Cody from the Rancor's Brothel. Are you looking for dice or accessories for your tabletop gaming? Look no further than Metallic Dice Games, a premium vendor of metallic and gemstone dice. Listeners of this podcast can receive 10% off any purchase anytime by using the promo code RBP10. So head on over to metallicdicegames.com for all your gaming needs. And don't forget to use the promo code RBP10 to save 10% on any purchase. Enjoy the show. The Rancor's Brothel presents... Dungeon Crawl
Ahab's gonna enter arrow knocked, like basically walking in, aiming up at the top of the door to see if he sees anything.
And you see nothing.
Knock an arrow, huh?
Just so you know that all my characters are all melee characters at this point.
So fine.
Yep.
I have one dart, I think.
I mean, if one goes, I imagine we should all just pile at the same time.
You all go running in.
Yep.
You all are inside the structure. You see these little things up in the air.
Want to light your lantern?
Yeah, I'll do that. Light my lantern, and then...
Thanks for that. It's easier to see you all now. Very clever.
Who's speaking?
Well, I am.
I mean, do we see the giant talking from us? Or
No.
So it's above us. That's what I was checking. I didn't mean like I was legitimately asking. I was like, do we see the giant talking to us? If not, then it's something different.
Is there any difference in the wall from where the giant would have been?
No, it's pretty much the same sort of natural grooves and indentations.
And searching around, we don't see anything.
I mean, this thing's talking. We would have
at least a direction.
Yeah.
It seems to be... It's like it's whispering, but it's also directly in each of your ears. It's a little eerie. You do get the sense that it's definitely up, but where is a little challenging. But as you're searching around, you do see that there is sort of off to the side of the door, there's like a pile of debris. It looks like it's blocking almost a... When I say a door, I mean a regular 6-foot door, not a... You know what I mean? It's blocking an entryway that kind of goes into the wall of the structure.
Oh.
I'm going straight at that.
Yeah.
You're...
We should clear that out.
You're very clever. Not many of these groups have ever woken up the Titan. But you won't escape me. I'm coming.
Fuck you, bitch. As we start clearing everything out.
Yeah, try to go for this door. And Ahab is eyes up at the top, searching for something, ready to let loose an arrow.
Yep. I guess I could have Rowan ready his dart. It's the best thing I have in terms of
the D24,
weapons.
please.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's great. Roll. I'm watching it.
Do the spoon.
Oh,
It's a 19.
it's not good.
It
It was in the crack. Reroll it.
like it's gonna get a whole lot worse.
Could get a whole lot worse.
1,800 numbers.
You all see Brutus, I believe it was.
Yeah.
You see this stalk, this sort of green, leafy, viney stalk, shoot out of parts unknown. You see it wrap around his neck and yank, and as soon as it yanks, you see his neck break instantly. 8 points of damage, I think, will kill Brutus.
Oh, absolutely. That's double my hit points.
And you see on similar vines creeping down the wall this massive jack-o'-lantern with these viney tentacles coming out of the top of its little what do you want to call it, stalk, and this vine shot out, grabbed him around the neck, snapped his neck, and then pulled it up to its level and opened its mouth. And it's glowing from the inside as if there was a candle lit. And it's like some crazy Disney cartoon where there's like a furnace. And you see it open its pumpkin jaw and drop him in and begin chewing.
Roll sand.
You should run. It's more fun that way. As the rest of you are, oh shit! And you like smash through this debris, and now you're in the wall.
There's a really bad Anthony Bourdain joke in there. Because he said parts unknown and then...
Rest in peace.
Yep.
You push past the debris and find yourself in a gloomy chamber that smells like autumn leaves after a heavy rain. The chamber is lit by several of the same strange glowing creatures you saw in the main chamber, contained in a hand-woven cage that hangs from the center of the room. The room is full of debris, and walking across it will be difficult. To your far left, you see a shadowy passageway, slightly curved as it runs along the interior wall of the huge chamber you just left. In several places down that wall, a tiny breach allows a single ray of strange light from the main room to shine in.
I was hoping for some stairs.
Hoping for something. The funnel's gotten narrower.
Yeah.
There's no structure within to climb higher.
I mean, you're seeing a curved passageway. You would have to travel down said passageway to see further.
We'll travel down the passageway.
That's fine. I want you to be like, well, I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Never played this before.
Anything else anybody wants to do? You just follow the path?
Follow the path, yeah.
Thanks for the Titan bait.
Yeah.
Roll initiative for your characters.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Do I even have agility left in any of my characters? For fuck's sake.
There's a sudden bursting out of the walls as you see a human-like form that was tucked up inside a nook or cranny or niche in this wall, reaches out to grab one of you, and you see another one burst off and begin screaming and running forward in the passage.
Towards us or away from us?
Away from you.
It's a sentry waking up all the fucking sentries.
Initiatives?
14.
17.
7. No, 8. Sorry.
Lucas, you can act.
He drew the line above me.
So I see another humanoid running away from us?
Yeah, you see these things burst out of the walls like some sort of, I'm trying to think of a good example.
They're like Groots.
No, they're like human beings in rags. They're
Okay.
regular
Legends
people.
of the Hidden Temple people?
Yeah, that's a good analogy. Like one of them burst out.
Temple Guardians.
Yeah, the Temple Guardians.
That's a good one. One of them burst out and like tries to grab one of you and is like in the middle of the mix now because you're in a hallway.
You, I gotta get that silver monkey, bitch.
Right. One of them is clearly ahead of you on its way to get the golden idol. It just like burst out and went, oh shit, and went running down the hall.
Ignoring that, continuing to run around said structure and kind of looking for something to go higher than the ground level.
Your only option really at this point is to either chase that thing or go back out into the main room.
Oh.
Or
okay.
kill the thing that's on one of, or trying to get one of us.
No, I'll chase the thing that's running.
Okay.
I'm down to 3 characters, so they're all chasing.
Yeah, you actually can catch up because you rolled a significantly better initiative. So
Cool.
What do you want to do? You're coming up on that character.
Is it running in fear or is it running in?
I
guess
imagine
wouldn't
what
be
I
able to
said is more
tell.
likely.
Yeah. If I'm right up on it,
Murder hobo that shit.
yeah, I will
It
just.
does sort of look a little hobo-y.
I will just 3
Temple
on
Guardians, hobo Temple Guardians.
I'll just 3 on 1 try to drop it.
Well, go for it. What are you going to do?
Attack, attack, attack.
We'll start with 1, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Staff from Rowan. From Fawn. That's a miss. It's a 5 on the die. What does Jax have? Has a dagger. That's a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
D4. Oh, I hate this D4 because it's upside down. Yeah, it's a 1.
You slash.
Add your strength.
Huh? You do add your
There
strength.
is no strength. It's a 0.
Add it. Just add it.
1. Ooh.
Pull out your calculator. Double check.
Yeah, that's a 9 to hit, so it's probably not going to hit either.
No. You all go running down the hallway. It's kind of tight. Somebody swings. They like slash across its back, and the humanoid kind of
Yep, just still trying to keep up with it.
No, you're all right there. You've kind of made a cluster of the hallway.
We basically caught it before it took off.
Yeah.
Too far.
Troy.
We'll say Ahab. Ahab will take the first shot first. 13.
Are you just shooting an arrow in the middle of everything? Okay. At the one that's in the group or the one farther ahead?
One that's in the group.
Okay.
You don't want to take out the one that's running? Because the one that's in the group, I imagine the group could manage 13 on 1.
Yeah, I'll shoot the one that's running.
So Ahab kind of picks up the bow, sort of draws an arrow, turns, lets loose. Somehow, miraculously, with all three of Lucas's characters there, who I would have loved to have had you shot one.
If you missed, you'd hit one.
Oh,
of them.
1,000%, you'd have fucking shot one of his characters.
Yep.
Roll me some damage. You seem to pierce.
3.
You seem to pierce the back of the guy who was running.
It's 4
the
total.
arrow comes through, and you just see. You don't have it punctured a lung, heart, something, but you see it, and does its best red shirt Star Trek of falling over and dead. The rest of your characters.
Then Jack will take a swipe at his crowbar for a whopping 5.
I was saying, is there a negative penalty to that?
Oh, one of you fuckers fumble. Absolutely, something horrible is going to happen to somebody else.
Jeremy Irons with
Who is at a -1?
Good roll.
19.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, no, you can hit. What's he using?
Oh, he's at a -1,
Correct.
so 18.
Correct.
I was thinking Jack was the one, and not it's Jeremy Irons who's the one that's.
Jack's got enough of a minus.
Oh yeah, Jack's the one with -3 to his fucking attack.
Roll better
Still haven't
characters.
rolled a double digit. Well, I did roll a 10 though one time.
That's the one that gets your
3.
level 1 character too.
Oh, what are you using?
Actually, a 4.
A 4?
Hammer.
So he swings with the crowbar. The guy leans back, and as he leans back, he leans into the hammer shot, and you guys just hear his skull crack like an egg, and brain oozes out, and he drops. All your characters can have 1 XP. It's pretty,
Yay,
pretty
1
efficient.
XP for doing nothing.
Yeah, you don't get one.
Thanks for going before me, guys. Actually, thanks for going before them.
That's really what. These two remind you a lot of the guy that you got killed out there.
They've been assimilated.
I mean, they're just dirty, grungy, ragged, wild-eyed, crazy people.
They managed to find a place to hide and lost their sanity
Yeah.
with nowhere else to go.
Possible. I don't know how they would have survived if there's no food
I
sitting
don't know,
around.
probably chewing on grubs the size of their fucking torso.
Scraps.
Yeah. Whatever was left of those that were killed.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Continue
they got
down.
the Kuru.
Roll for cannibalism.
Continue down the path.
Who's leading?
My group, I guess at this point, technically was in front of you guys.
Correct.
But,
Yeah.
so if that's what you want to do, we can do that. Or if you want to catch up and regroup, we can do that too.
How wide is this?
Not super wide enough. Like 1 or 2 people are like 1 or 2 people abreast is about what
Okay.
you'd have to do.
I mean, if you want my people to lead, I can lead.
It's whatever.
Okay, you're in the front.
Okay.
So
I'm in the front.
Which character is leading, Lucas?
We'll say Fawn and Rowan are leading.
Okay.
Jax is one back.
The debris-strewn hall goes forward. You see lights up ahead. Kind of gets a little wider here, but there's still a lot of like detritus and shaved barkings and stuff all over the ground.
Now, when
Okay,
we
that's-
see lights, we see like flickering lights as if it were a lantern or a fire, or
They're
we see
like-
light like from coming from outside.
No, it's not from outside. You've got like they're like these massive bioluminescent bugs, and you saw earlier when you walked in here, someone has grabbed one and put it in a cage to hang as like a ceiling light.
Okay.
You're seeing significantly more light up ahead. It's
But there's
dark where you're at.
Okay.
Dark-ish.
I'm looking for a way up. Like there's no ladder, there's no lattice, there's no something, there's nothing to go upward.
Well, we haven't moved all that
yeah,
far.
we have a 300-foot room
That's
to run around.
That's fair, but that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a way up.
We know.
Trying to
You said
gain a
3
little.
times.
Just keep walking forward.
Keep walking forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there how high does this go?
So high.
Right here, 10, 12, 15 feet. Not very much.
Okay.
Are we feeling like is the elevation at all changing as we
No,
walk?
not yet.
What from us walking through the door, do we have a sense of how thick the walls are on each side of us?
Pretty thick. I mean, like if you're standing 2 abreast, that's like 8 to 10 feet, right?
Right.
And there's plenty thickness to the other way, and you had to come through plenty thickness.
Okay.
Yeah, but like 8 to 10 feet for us is like I don't know, 2 fingers for the Titan.
I get that. I'm wanting to know how sturdy the structure is to our walls, so this jack-o'-lantern doesn't just punch through the wall and
Right.
grab us.
Yeah.
How enormous was the jack-o'-lantern compared to our size?
Pretty big.
Okay.
Big.
Was the jack-o'-lantern itself like the size of the head of the Titan itself?
No, probably not that big, but pretty
Probably
big.
Okay.
Pretty big.
20, 30 feet.
So it's still
In size.
it's still a massive creature to our proportion.
Yes.
Are there-
It is the pumpkin itself is probably at least as large as this 7.5, 8 foot table.
Okay.
It might be 10, 12 feet in diameter. But then, of course, it's got these viney things that reach out 20 or 30 feet.
Right.
So in 5e, would it be like a large creature or a huge creature?
Probably a large creature.
Okay.
That has extended reach.
Obviously.
I'm sure.
How far did we think that reach was?
A lot.
Okay.
I mean, it had
It's like-
vines that kind of went as far as.
I mean,
wanted
is it
to,
like 50
so-
feet? Is it like 100 feet?
No,
Like,
no,
how
I'm
far
thinking-
did he grab?
I'm thinking like 30 feet.
Yes, and I don't.
Lucas,
Yes, and
that person in front, right?
sure.
You hear a snap. Did you
That's-
feel your foot catch on something?
I don't get to look for traps.
You had plenty of time to tell me you wanted to look for traps.
This game doesn't seem to be very fair.
I mean, he's not wrong with that one.
Yeah.
Like, we said we were moving. We didn't.
I mean, if you noticed when we were in the lead on the bridge, we were constantly.
Yeah, no agility check to steer clear. Yes.
You talk to Brandon about it. That does not appear to be it. You got to find it. There's a loud crack as the characters lead. You hear a thing, and then there's some shifting movement, and rocks and debris just like landslide from like stage left and swarm Lucas's 2 characters in the front.
Do I get another agility check to dive out of the way?
No. Funnel. Death funnel. I rolled really shit. So 2 points of damage, 1 to each character.
Oh, yeah, lucky.
It was a D10.
That could have been a lot. Well, oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm very lucky.
Rocks and shit come falling and smashing down. But at the end of the hallway you see now, just beyond as he writes the trap section of the curving wall, you see a ladder of lashed together branches, spears,
way up.
and twists of rope.
Let's go up, boys and girls.
I'm going to pull on the ladder.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Does it seem like it could bear the weight of more than one individual at a time?
As you walk into this area, which clearly is a vertical bit, right?
Yeah.
This vertical passage is rough and narrow. The first ladder leads to a second and to a third, all makeshift, all a bit rickety, but serviceable. There are several tiny holes in the wall. They let in a dim light from the main chamber of the prison.
How these holes are like how they are, is there a way to avoid being in front of said hole while climbing the ladder?
You could try.
Avoid a little vine stabby.
Yeah, I mean, I would say climb the ladder, try to avoid /
You're more than welcome to send one to your 5 first.
rush.
Yeah, somebody else can take the lead.
Hey, play smarter, not harder.
I was trying to with my scout.
Yield Jack will go first.
Okay.
So he'll climb up, try to avoid these holes / go faster past them if can't avoid them, sort of thing.
Climbs up the first ladder, sort of looks around, climbs up the second ladder, climbs up. It goes up like 60 feet. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you're kind of very much old school NES Donkey Kong, like Jumpman going up the ladders. But yeah, you scramble all the way up. Jack kind of like,
So,
there's a little landing up at the top that now he's kind of like perched up on and is looking down at you guys.
as before like getting on the landing and looking around, like, what do I see?
As you look back, there's a little landing and then it curves and looks like it opens up into a larger chamber.
Check for the second trap area in the curved wall.
Well, I'm more wondering, like, I don't want there to be a noticeable way to see in here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the thing probably knows,
Yeah.
but
It does smell really, really bad
yeah.
up there.
Yeah, pretty sure. There's a lot of
Dead bodies.
dead bodies everywhere.
Or jack-o'-lantern poop.
Are we good to come up? Grimjaw will start climbing the ladder.
I'll nod my head.
Yep. Good luck. Grimjaw starts climbing the ladder.
Yep.
Climb,
and
climb,
like
climb.
I'm climbing up the ladder and I'm just like sitting on the ledge, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Climb, 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 climb.
Climb, 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 climb.
Anybody else, or is it just the two of them?
Climb.
No, I mean,
No. Jeremy and Johnny will go follow.
So you have 3?
I have 3 total.
Yeah, 3, 5.
5.
I'm still at 3. A couple of them are a little injured.
Okay. Better than being dead.
Maybe.
I can rearrange that.
You will.
Schroeder, character number 3.
Am I counting dead ones? No, probably not.
Just the 3 live ones.
Yeah,
1,
count
2,
the dead
3.
ones so he doesn't hit anything.
Balkrog.
So you're all kind of climbing in a group. Boom! This vine comes busting through, grabs Balkrog, who just kind of goes yip as he gets yanked out the hole that it just created. Rolled a d12. There's really, really good odds for Troy, and apparently it's just not happening. As you hear it say, "Move faster. It's more fun that way. I'm sorry you have to die, but I'm very good at my job." Who's next? And like another vine comes smashing in right past somebody and rips part of the ladder, smashes the ladder below you, pulls it apart. I assume you all climb in a very terrified fashion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Down to 2.
Troy's going to finish this game out by himself at this point. Or just drink beer and watch it happen.
We'll see how it goes.
Who was first again?
Jack.
Jack. Yeah, Jack was first up.
Jack's running out of room. He's going to need to move farther into the hallway.
He will.
Okay. As you start to move into the hallway, you realize what the odor is. It's the smell of too many people living in close proximity to each other. It's body odor. It's the smell of cooking. It's just 5 or 6 feet beyond, just around the corner there.
So we've got a little village to kill.
Or use
At
as
about the
fucking
time you realize
meat
that is
shields.
about the time you start hearing the smashing and the screaming, and you're starting to hear some stirring from the other room.
From the room we're headed towards?
Correct. So Jack kind of has a moment to make a decision of what he'd like to do.
Sounds like a room of meat shields to me. I don't know about you.
Is
Meat shields that are trying to kill us too, probably.
ready in action a thing?
No, not really.
I already asked that one.
You grab the bull by the horns is basically your only option, or choose not to. That's kind of how DCC is played.
So do I get a sense of how big this room is that we're about to that's ahead of us?
Hard to say without kind of rounding the bend.
Okay.
But you're starting to hear shuffling of more than a few things.
I don't know exactly how I'm carrying this, but I have a barrel.
All right.
I will roll the barrel into the room just to to sort of cause a distraction. I don't know.
You roll the barrel into the room, and you kind of hear some loud, You hear probably 7, 8, 10 reactions from people crying out. Would you like to roll initiatives?
It's the borrowers.
I don't know. Do we need to roll initiative?
I would advise you do.
Okay.
Probably better to go now before they're fully prepared.
Well, I'm...
Roll out the barrel.
Gosh, I'm rolling good on that. 21. Not so good.
11.
I think Schroeder's much less than that.
6.
Wow.
No, they're going before Lucas too.
Oh, there's more than one roll.
They're both going before Lucas.
Troy, it's your turn.
One's the group and the other one's the old jack-o'-lantern.
Could be.
Yeah.
At least you got 5 actions before they go.
Mm-hmm. Kill things, will you?
Nope. Jack will run in there first.
You run in on what appears to be sort of like a hobo camp with a barrel that just rolled through the middle of it.
Yeah.
You see a dozen individuals sort of scrambling. They're like pretty much like the others. They're like reaching for clubs and sticks and stuff as they kind of realize that they're being invaded, whatever.
Well, they weren't being invaded. They were going to be talked to, but you said roll initiative, so...
Oh, yeah. No,
You chose this. You chose violence.
So are these humans? Are these like multiple
Combat's
races?
the last option.
not in this game. Combat's the only option.
Are they like multiple races of creatures of our races?
No, they're
like,
humans.
Okay.
These are the previously sent groups of people.
That's what I'm trying to suss out.
Yeah,
like,
that's 100% what this is.
is
You
it
also-
possible that they're local or not? Is the question.
You also see
It's like, why would they be left alone for so long?
you also see one person, a dwarf, sat in the back, sort of standing up, and you see he's picking up a battle axe and is locking eyes with you. But your action is first. But you get the sense that very much he's like licking and
Shoot him!
Yeah.
checking to make sure his battle axe is quite sharp.
He's this group's boss. He's not a 0-level character because he's using a battle axe.
I will go for him first. 7.
So you go sprinting across the room towards the dwarf and to lock in mortal combat. And you swing. You've got what do you have?
Crowbar.
You go sprinting through the hobo camp with the crowbar and swing on the dwarf.
Jack's the one with the -3, right?
Who just trying to roll something more than a 10.
He just brings the axe that he's bringing up. He just turns it sideways and
Catches
blocks the crowbar with the handle of his axe.
Ahab will step in and shoot.
One of the random hobos, or
That's a nat 20.
that is a crit.
So
you
we're
can roll on the
not-
crit
he's-
table.
He's not shooting the random hobos. He's shooting the guy with the battle axe.
How'd the crit tables work? I don't think I've done this yet in any of the games I've
right
played.
here.
Crit.
Crit habits.
Crit table. Crit table I have is on page 82.
0-level characters.
All 0-level characters roll 1d4 on table 1, so roll me a d4.
Why do I see an opportunity of 6+?
Because you don't normally roll a d4.
A 1.
This says for all 0-level characters. It goes up to 6+.
The one I have goes to 20 plus.
Oh, weird.
No, it's because that book is only for up to level 2. It's
Oh,
not the whole rules.
Got ya.
And that book is different than even this book is.
No, it's not. It's the exact same printing. Different cover.
Oh, okay.
And all the tables should be the same.
Oh, it does say at the bottom, see DCC RPG Core Rulebook for additional entries.
All 0-level characters roll a 1d4 on crit table 1. You rolled a 1, right?
Yeah.
You get an opportunistic strike. Inflict plus 1d3 damage with this strike.
Nice.
So you roll your damage and then you roll an extra d3.
Oh,
So that's 3 plus 3. So 6.
So Ahab comes sliding in, sees the guy, the dwarf sort of grinning as he's got Johnny, whoever it is, locked up with the crowbar.
Jack.
And he lets loose with an arrow that very cinematically swoops through all the hobos, grabbing their clubs, and like sticks him right in the ribs. And you see him sort of, and he sort of looks up. He is not feeling great. Not down, no.
Oliver will go next.
Oliver Swirl!
Nope, probably not 9.
You have to tell me who you're attacking before you attack.
Attacking
that
the dwarf again.
Okay. I like how your characters are all just rushing in to attack the boss.
Well, yes, it's running away.
Oliver Swirl comes running in, swings, and no, his armor will block that. I believe he's wearing armor.
Nope. Does a 10 hit?
No.
Okay.
So Troy's characters all come rushing in and are all now grouped around the
Your
dwarf, I
hero
presume.
character who's been doing everything for you smokes him, hits him good. Everybody else is like, bleh.
So Troy has 5 characters in there.
They're all on one guy.
Yep.
They're all on one guy, and the hobos have now picked up their clubs. So we're gonna get a couple attacks each. So let's just start with your characters down the row. Each of them they're gonna get 2 hobo clubbins. So character number 1, a 2 doesn't hit.
Nope.
Character number 1 the second time, does a 12 hit?
F you.
All right.
You know goddamn good and well.
I may not. I don't know what he's got.
Again, we've stressed only one person in the whole thing has armor.
That
Right.
character gets 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Character number 2. That'll hit.
I'm only 6 damage away from having no characters.
2 points of damage to character number 2.
Jack is dead.
Welcome to DCC.
All right. That leaves another one free to attack somebody else. Character number 3. 12 will hit.
He's dead.
That's 3 points of damage.
Oh,
That leaves-
who is that?
Jeremy Irons.
That leaves somebody open to attack somebody else.
Not Jeremy Irons. He was the Pope.
Character 4. That's a crit 20.
Oh, you're dead.
You
did his dicks.
Who's number 4?
Johnny Law.
Johnny Law.
I haven't heard much about that character.
He's a quiet barrister.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's dope. How many hit points does Johnny Law have?
How many hit points are you gonna deal out?
Well, so just from the crit table alone, it says strike to the foe's kneecap, plus 1d4 damage to the kneecap.
Hope
There
for
could still be
someone.
2 damage.
Does 2 damage kill Johnny Law?
No.
Oh!
So he swings through with this club and just cracks him on the back of the knee, and you see his leg break. Now you deal the damage from like the club because it's plus 1d2.
Okay. Now he's dead.
So you see him swing through, his leg snaps, he screams, flips over on his back, and his head cracks open on the rock. He's real dead.
Well, hey, welcome to the club.
Welcome to, I mean,
for
literally in
playing.
about 10 seconds, he's lost his entire party.
Thanks for playing.
I've only lost 3.
How's
Number 4, right? Is that who we're
3
on?
of 5.
That was
was
4?
4.
So we're on number 5.
Yeah.
16 will hit. Club deals 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Still up.
Yep.
Second club swing. 15 will hit.
Yep.
There's at least 1 point of damage. It is 4 points of damage.
He's dead.
Dead as dicks.
the, only
Killed the orphan.
the only one left alive is Ahab.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
He's the only one landing shots.
Which he was brutalized. Which, by the way, I mean, there are 13 men in that room. So there's still some spilling out. So really, you get a couple and you get a couple as well. I'll give you 1 each because I've completely lost count of how many guys have attacked at this point. Because Troy, if
there
he
would
got
only
2
be
attacks,
one. There would only be 1 extra kill or 1 extra shot because only one took only 1 shot.
how does that make
We
sense?
haven't
Didn't you
ran
say
up
it was
on
2 each for them?
It was 2 each, but some of them I killed in 1 shot.
You only killed 1 in 1 shot.
2 in 1 shot.
You killed 2 in 1 shot.
So that'd be 4 left over.
Okay.
But we haven't even acted, so we're not up on them. They would be up on his party.
Well, it doesn't matter. They could run at us. They know that there's potentially other people there.
Correct. They're going to run over and they're going to. Okay, we'll do it that way then. They're going to run over and essentially bottleneck. You're now stuck between the pumpkin thing and those guys at the top, so you will have to fight your way through.
There's a pretty good probability nobody's making it through this one, boys.
No.
Troy. Ahab's still up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see the dwarf reach down, rip out the arrow, and come charging over towards Ahab.
I'm sure that would cause more damage.
Sure, I'll give him 1 more point of damage. But it looks fucking badass. Can I have the D3, please?
You get a plus D3.
He's got mighty deeds because he's a dwarf.
I was asking a question. I don't know how the game works.
12, I imagine, is going to hit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, not that anyone's around.
Well, you almost did something really cool.
Yeah, no, I thought you were going to take him out.
Yeah.
The dwarf comes over, to
If I
Ahab.
hadn't rolled a 1 on the damage, the first damage.
Yeah.
He sweeps the leg of Ahab and comes down through with the axe and just splits Ahab in half. It's Lucas's turn.
So it's still 4 against all of them.
Why don't you rush in there and I'll send all your 5 guys in there.
You did. It's a good plan.
Well, if I had better initiative, I would have been right behind your guys.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't have double teamed nearly as much. Also, I don't think I've rolled under about a 12 all night,
Yeah,
which
you've
does
been-
not help.
Yeah.
Player killing dice does not help.
I also haven't had a character not killed in one shot.
Well, that's DCC.
Yeah.
That's a death funnel.
Yeah.
It's also my luck of 2 of my guys getting yanked. The only people killed by the jack-o'-lantern are mine.
That is true, too.
Oh, that's not true. You did kill
One of Lucas.
one of the Lucas. And I fucking fumble rolled on the... It's your turn.
It's your turn.
I'm after you.
Sorry. You can see a large number of guys in front of you. You can hear the pumpkin thing smashing behind you.
It's just me and you.
Correct.
How many people do I see?
Well,
13.
yeah.
Oh. Okay. I guess I just swing on the closest thing to me then.
You could.
have a choice.
You have 13 choices.
Well-
you do have 13 choices.
One guy who's been severely injured with an arrow.
You do get the sense, since the two of you now are facing overwhelming odds, that they are strung out. They have not yet created sort of a bottleneck. So if you wanted to run through, I don't know that would get you anywhere, but you could.
So the corridor continues beyond.
I mean, you wouldn't necessarily know, but you presume it goes somewhere.
Then yeah, I would just try to avoid combat and just try to keep going then.
Make me luck rolls for your remaining 2 characters.
I have 3.
Oh, sorry, your remaining 3 characters. So I thought it was 2 and 2. We're down to 3 and 2.
Oh, I thought he was down to 2 as well.
No.
So
So is it so each character a luck roll?
Yep. Roll under your luck score for your characters.
First one's a pass. Fail. It meets, so is that a pass?
Yeah, I would call that a pass.
Okay. So 1 fail and 2 passes. Jax
So-
fails.
So Jack is going to end up face to face with the dwarf. He can't get past the dwarf.
Okay.
So Jack would basically need to swing on the dwarf if that's what he would want to do.
It's a dagger.
he did take 1 more point of extra damage by trying to be cool and pulling the arrow
He
out.
did take 1 more extra point of damage. That is true.
It's fair. That is a 16 on the die to hit.
Ooh, that's a good strike. A 16 will hit.
With a dagger.
Plus your strength.
It's a 2 points of damage. I don't have a plus on
What
it.
did he do originally? He did.
He's done 7.
Then 7.
So he should be at 9 total. Because
So-
he did 6, pulled for 1 more.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So he goes, you all go running. All of Lucas's characters just go running, and 2 of them dodge through. And you said it was who with the dagger?
Jax.
Jax goes running up, and this dwarf blocks with him, and he just goes, ah! And just stabs him in the left eye with a dagger, and he pulls it out, and there's a little bit of brain on the end, and the dwarf just drops.
Nice. I'll take all the XP, thank you.
Schroeder?
Am I able to run through? Do I think I can run through?
Yeah,
as well?
make a couple of luck checks. Just a question to see if you can get through the bodies. You're kind of ducking and weaving and dodging.
Did the jack-o'-lantern take his last character?
Did you roll a nat 20? Sweet.
So Caliph rolled a nat
Sweet.
20. And I rolled a 9 under 17 for Grimjaw.
So Grimjaw sprints through no problem. Caliph goes, I can do this, and he runs, immediately trips over the first guy's foot, and falls prone in front of all these hobos with clubs. On the bright side,
Is there a bright side?
They're all scared shitless because you killed the big guy.
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
He can hack it with someone's foot.
I think that the hobos in a frenzy might just beat the guy who tripped to death.
Gotcha.
like I don't feel like I need to roll, but you just kind of get gang banged.
Well, all my
with
halflings
clubs.
are now dead. So Team Halflings no more.
All right.
Lucas,
Grimjaw made it through
I'm
with
down
his
to
9 under 17.
I am literally
Caliph rolled a
down.
nat 20 and fumbled.
I'm down
the-
to only
the
Team
luck roll
Elf.
to get
All I have left is
through.
elves.
who is the guy who just
So instead
with the
of coming after
Jax?
us, they just
Jax
beat
is the one
shit
who
out of the guy
killed
on the
the
ground.
dwarf.
The two closest to
Oh, he
him, the
killed
two
the big
closest
guy.
hobos to him will
Oh,
definitely
he did his
attack.
dicks
We'll find out.
easily.
If I keep rolling like that, he will be. That hobo catches him in the air for 3 damage.
Dead. He had 2 hit points total
So
from the start of the game.
Grimjaw and Lucas's characters, 2 elves have sprinted.
Fawn and Rowan have taken off. They're the ones running.
You end up sprinting past all these people into a much darker room. And in that darker room, you see that there are like sleeping humanoid forms on the ground. And as you all kind of burst in panting, they start to move. The air in here is even worse than that of the last chamber. The room is dim, and the only light source is a few beams of light streaming in from the ceiling of the chamber. You get a sense that there are several people here squatting on the floor. You cannot make them out very well in the dim light.
I have an
Several
idea.
bundles are hanging from the ceiling as well.
I'm just running.
You've run into this chamber and you don't see another place to run.
There's no up. There's no ladder. There's no nothing.
As you look up, there appears to be a glowing light, diffused light, like maybe over a blanket or a piece of cloth or something.
I'll try to pull it down.
As you reach up and pull it down, you do see that there's an opening there with a ladder.
How many people are around us?
There are 7 or 8 forms moving in the shadows.
But they're kind of stirring like they just woke up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just bolting up the ladder.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's too many people for me to coup de grace fast enough for us to be able to.
Absolutely.
And you're dead.
I mean, Grimjaw's the mercenary with the long sword. It's a D8. Like, I'm just.
So you're down to
You
one
begin-
character?
yeah.
You begin climbing up the ladder, climbing. The passage goes up into darkness. The interior wall has handholds that allow you to climb up into this darkness. There are several small holes in the opposite wall, and a few beams of light illuminate the wall. Who's the leading of your party, Lucas?
It's been Rowan this whole time. I guess we'll just keep him out in front.
Rowan climbs, and he reaches up and grabs a handhold.
Yep.
And he feels fingers. And as he pulls, bits of the wall crumble away, and you're holding like a skeletal forearm in your hand.
Neat.
Would you like to do anything?
So the wall in front of me has crumbled?
Yeah, this is like a long shaft going almost straight up, and you've been grabbing these handholds as you climb, right?
Am I not able to reach the next section?
Yeah, you can maneuver around it, but sort of the wall, the shaft wall has come away. It's as if this hand was inside the wall,
Sure.
and you pulled it out.
I'll just try to skirt around it. And
Okay, you can skirt around it.
continue my way up
Okay, you can do that.
and let the 2 people below me know that it's there.
Okay.
They can skirt around it.
I mean, it's either 1 against 25.
Yep.
Or I keep following them.
No, it's just as Rowan points that out, you see that some of the wall has come away, and it looks like there is a space beyond where that arm was coming from.
Oh, okay. If I'd known that. So it's like a separate space between...
Between the ladder rung points.
Right. If that's the case, if it's like a tunnel, then I'll fucking go through it. If I think it's something I can fit through safely.
You would have to clear some debris, but you can.
Roughly how much distance have we traveled on this ladder?
I mean, this thing goes up. Like, this is like some shit out of Bespin in Star Wars. Like, it goes up.
No, I get that. I want to know how far we've... Have I climbed 40 feet? Have I climbed 50 feet on this ladder?
Probably 40 feet, 50 feet.
So then we're probably actually right around the
We gotta
100
be
feet
close.
point because we went up 60
Yeah.
feet in the first set of
Yeah,
ladders.
so if that's the case, I'll clear debris and start climbing through instead of up.
The air in this small chamber is quite stale and dusty. The space is nearly 25 feet long, but only 10 feet wide. The ceiling is less than 5 feet tall. You see several small sacks, a few dusty suits of armor, a small pile of weapons. Standing upright against the far wall is a silver-tipped spear of black wood. Unlike the other objects in this cave, it looks fresh, as if recently polished.
And again, none of us can use that.
Yeah,
but
how does
we
that
can
work?
Take it.
Can we do anything with that or no?
With what?
Would we functionally be able to use said spear? I would assume not, but
You could pick it up if you want to.
I'm gonna pick it up.
You find that there are runes carved along its ebon shaft. And what was the guy's name?
Grimjaw.
As Grimjaw grabs it, you realize that this is a mighty spear that would instantly kill the Titan. It is a thing of chaos magic.
Okay.
So, there's that.
Would you relay that information?
Yeah, probably.
In addition, you see several sacks, a suit of dwarf-sized banded mail, 2 suits of human-sized chainmail that appear to be needing repair, 2 suits of leather armor, 1 human-sized, 1 halfling-sized, a sort of not great-shaped crossbow, a quiver with 6 crossbow bolts, 2 short swords, a beautifully wrought dwarven warhammer, 2 vials of liquid, a holy symbol of Justicia, and hung on a silver chain.
Okay.
Justicia sounds like a lawful god.
Correct.
I will put that on.
All right.
'Cause I
You have
am
a
a
holy
lawful
symbol of
character.
Justicia. We'll also give you all 2 XP for theoretically surviving that fight.
5 out of 10.
Does it seem like any of the folks from below are trailing us?
No.
Does it seem like any of the other walls, i.e. the walls towards the interior, are decrepit enough to dig through?
No.
Is any of the armor usable as a 0 level character?
Probably not.
Probably not unless you're trained in it. You could stow it.
Yeah.
How do you know if you're trained in it?
Basically, I think you have to be a level 1 character.
Yeah.
Certain level 1 characters are like, you can use armor. Like, I know it's really, really funny because I think it's the halfling or something that's like, yeah, you can use whatever armor is deemed appropriate by your...
You just take it with
by your
you
judge.
and then hope that you
I
get
just
that
wasn't
thing.
sure because I have my only character still alive is currently wearing armor, so I didn't know how.
So
that
he would be able to wear armor theoretically, but he would need to wear armor of the type he currently has. Once you become a leveled character, you may be able to wear other types of
Okay,
armor.
so I can only wear my hide armor.
At the moment, yes.
No, the dwarf did.
The dwarf took him out in a very Mortal Kombat fatality style way.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we'll load up on what we can and can assume we hope we use.
I've got a backpack.
You can take some stuff.
Yeah.
Probably one piece or one set of armor each at most.
That's fair.
1 weapon each at most, probably.
Is there anything of the weapons that's better than a longsword?
Crossbow, 2 short swords, dwarven warhammer, then this magical spear.
I would take the spear.
Okay. Anything you want, Lucas? Holy symbol of Justicia.
Fawn could take the crossbow, but he can't use it yet, right?
I mean, you could fire it, but you'd be firing it with a D10 because you're not proficient.
Yeah,
So-
but I can still take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fawn will take a crossbow. We can each take armor as well.
Yes, you could each take a set of armor. I feel like you could store that. You could wrap it up and strap it on your back.
And you said it was chainmail, right?
It was chainmail, leather.
2 suits of human-sized chainmail,
I'd take one of those.
a suit of dwarf-sized banded mail, 2 suits of leather armor.
So what fits an elf?
Well, the human-sized stuff. So if he takes a suit of chainmail, you
Yeah.
could take a suit of chainmail and a
Leather.
suit of leather armor. We good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chainmail and Spear of Destiny.
Okay.
And
Then we need to continue up, I guess, because there's no other out from here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and it was what was it called? A focus?
A holy symbol.
Holy s-
I don't know
If
how this
Grimjaw
game...
somehow gets out of this, he's gonna be cleric.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know how the game works. I guess that would work towards a class, but isn't the class random table?
I don't know.
No.
We'll
No?
figure it out.
Okay.
I'm more worried about, surviving.
Continue up, please.
The shaft continues another 60 feet until it enters a chamber 30 feet by 30 feet open to the huge main room of the prison. Several of the huge glowing insects buzz about, resting in the chamber for a moment before they fly off.
So if we peer down, we see the cage and the Titan below it.
Correct.
How far?
As you move to the edge, you see that you are 10 feet above a tree branch that holds up the woven cage.
What are your hit points at?
I have my at full
What is your full?
2.
I got a 2 and a 3. if one of us were to,
Can we see what's inside the cage at this point?
that's also a good question. Let's start with that.
Yeah, it looks like there is a a sort of feminine form, something thin, lithe, sort of laying down.
She acting as if she even knows that we're here.
Looks like they're asleep.
How far down?
Well, the
They're
thing
asleep?
is, yeah, she looks as if she's asleep.
Okay.
So it's 10 feet down to the branch, and then you would have to scurry down the branch to the cage.
So I got 50-foot of rope on me.
Cool. That's all we got.
That's the
Is there any way down other than just dropping?
I mean, if you could secure the rope somehow, probably.
But it's 100 feet up, so we'd still have a 50-foot fall.
Oh, you're talking about after you open the cage.
Yeah.
well, yeah. Well,
One step at a time.
that's something different. Yes, but like at this point, we have what did you say? 10 feet down to the branch, and another 10 down, or 20
Probably
down?
not quite. This is a drop.
So with 50-foot of rope, we could get to the cage easily. Is what
We
you're saying?
don't need a 50-foot rope to get to the cage. We can shimmy down whatever's actually connected to the cage, to the branch.
Fair. Either way, we can get to the cage safely.
Yeah. It's the whole getting to the cage, not dying to the jack-o'-lantern and doing so, and then getting down and killing the Titan. Would I think that spear would also kill the jack-o'-lantern?
No, you don't get that sense. You get the sense that it was purpose-built to kill the Titan.
Okay. Think I could just aim it and drop it, and if it hits the Titan, it'd kill him?
Maybe.
No. Rowan. Okay, let's do this. Can we get down to the cage top, to the cage?
How are you doing so? How are you getting 10 feet down from where you are to the branch?
Before we do that, can we see a mechanism to open the cage?
No, not from this distance, not from this vantage point, no.
Okay. What tools do you still have?
I don't know, jack shit, dude. I got a staff. I have. Hang on. Because I'm down to 2 characters now. Staff, herbs, rope, and a book, and a quill. Although if I was able to pilfer from Jax, who was not, like, thrown...
No, you couldn't pilfer from him because we were out of that room when he was killed.
That's true. Never mind. You're right. But again, the only thing I would take is either a dagger, parchment, or chalk. So, I got nothing, dude. What do you have?
Spear. Backpack. I lost the lantern.
There weren't any other utility pieces in that one room we were in.
I read you the list.
It was
You can
all,
always jump.
It was all armor and shit.
And I was thinking about just jumping and fucking...
Well, so that was what I was going to say. Rowan is willing to sacrifice himself so that you can keep playing the game. To take said spear as almost a pogo stick and just drop down onto the top of the Titan's head and kill it. That keeps you playing and leaves each of us with one character.
So I got the feeling that if this spear just touched him, it would kill him.
Yeah.
No. We're not going to do that.
Okay.
Because we have nothing to do against the jack-o'-lantern, right? As far as we're aware.
As far as we're aware.
Right. So our imminent danger is the jack-o'-lantern, not him.
Which
This is
definitely won't
true.
hear you arguing on this cliffside at the top of the...
Yeah, I know.
We're in the wall, whispering.
I hear you.
Off.
Better make a decision.
Off twice.
I just feel like we would have just as good of odds of if we get out there and get it open and the fucking thing swings at us, and as long as we get the spear up, it's not like it's not going to make any noise when it wakes up.
We don't
Is
even
it
know.
is it down there? Can we tell?
Oh, yeah, it's down there.
Okay.
But we don't even know what the creature in the cage actually is.
Nope.
It could be something that could kill the jack-o'-lantern if we set it free.
Potentially, yeah. So I mean that's what I'm saying. We need to worry more about the jack-o'-lantern at this moment than the Titan. So I say if we're going to go, we go together and we go to try and figure out a way to open up the cage.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
So how are you getting down 10 feet down to the branch?
All I have is a rope. If we use the rope and cut it, we're down to 40-foot of rope.
I mean, shimmy over the side, turn it, and hold on and drop down to it. I mean, it's a human. He's 6 foot. It'd be a 4-foot drop. How wide's the branch?
6 feet at its widest point. Is
So
a
it's not
curved, branchy surface.
It's not a perfectly straight shot without sliding off to one side or the other. A rope would help.
You got 2. Lead the way. We'll figure it out.
I'd rather use the rope and be safe.
I mean, cool, whatever. The slower you move, the faster jack-o'-lantern gets a cleaner shot at us.
But it is what it is. It's either we fall off the branch and die at 100 feet, or the jack-o'-lantern
Are
eats
you
us.
tying off the rope then?
Is there something to tie it to?
I don't know. I'm trying to get you guys on to the next thought process here. You want to use the rope, but you have to use the rope somehow. You go back and... I mean, I don't know how you're going to tie it off. I thought you still had a piton, but you don't. There are nobody...
we would have to get one of
spikes.
those like swords or something we weren't going to keep and like jab it into the ground as a...
You could
make
try.
a preparedness roll. I didn't actually divvy everything out to where like I just said it was a part of the group, so I don't want to just be like, yeah, he's got it. You know what I mean?
Well, he can have a spike.
Okay, well then, if he's got a spike, then we'll do it that way.
Yeah.
Boom.
Pound it into the ground. Ting, 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 ting.
I mean, having a spike doesn't help because I don't have a hammer.
My two dead characters do.
You can
Well,
tie the rope off and lower one other person down.
True, you could do that.
Well,
How's the agility on your two guys?
it's a -1 and a -1.
I'm a -1 too. Just fucking jump. Just go.
Fuck's sake.
How's the strength?
We'll be good 0-0.
Grimjaw's strong. I can hold it.
If you want.
You lower your first guy down and keep going until we got a dash.
Grimjaw lowers the first guy down. He's
How do
standing
you
on the
get down
branch.
safely is the question.
I'll do my drop that I was talking about. And you guys just try and catch me.
Then you give one of us the spear before you drop in case you fall.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Or you can just hold on to the spear. I'll use one to steady myself. You do that.
I'd rather
Grimjaw
one
is
of us
able
have
to lower
spear.
the two of you down. It is still only 10 feet. So, I mean,
Yeah,
if
it's
you
not
work
like it's
together,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's if you leap like a jackass that
No,
I'm going to make
that-
you make a
it's-
roll.
As safe as possible.
Yeah.
Let's
You
get
all
on the branch.
are on the branch. From your vantage point, you look down on the woven cage and see its inhabitant, a wretched-looking creature, vaguely feminine with dark green skin. She sits holding her knees and has what appears to be a green cloak around her shoulders. "Are you here to torment me?" she asks. "Please have mercy. No more pain."
We're here to rescue you, I whisper.
The blue lady sent us.
"Ah, yes. Oh, thank you. You must open the gate." And she sort of points towards a door that's on the side of the cage.
How?
"Well, it is challenging. You must put your hand into the lock and accept the pain it brings."
Probably do that with the character that's got 3 health. Instead of the characters that have only 2.
Well,
Not to be metagaming.
I don't
or
think it
anything.
matters. It's either way, you're taking the damage.
Right. What I'm saying
but
is
if it's 2
that character might
damage-
not die with his arm in the fucking lock.
Fawn will look at the rest of you and say, I'll go.
Are you climbing down the side of the cage then?
Yeah, get me down to the lock, and Fawn will shove her hand through it.
How about a strength check as you climb down the side of the cage?
How far down the side? I know you said the cage was a decent size.
It's decent size. So, I mean, he's going to have to scramble 10, 15, 20 feet down the side.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 16.
So then, I mean, we've got the rope. Could we assist?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I absolutely would have if I were you. I would have tied him off and perhaps
Yeah.
been an anchor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to come up with something clever.
Well, I was like, wait a minute. He's like, I'll go.
yeah, no, we
wait
got
a
plenty
minute.
of rope, so
Hey.
then, yeah.
I'm
absolutely.
waiting for you guys to come up with something clever.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably tie the rope through the cage.
Yeah.
That seems smart.
Yeah, through the cage, so that the strength of the cage supports him, and he doesn't pull us off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You get down there. You see sort of an opening in the door, as if there is a lock there. It doesn't appear to be any actual physical lock, but there is a it's like that thing from Dune that you got to stick your hand in, something
Yeah,
like that.
as soon as
Gotcha.
you said accept the
Yep.
pain, that's how I saw
Yeah.
that. You dare
So,
use the voice
Fonga-
on me?
Tagam Jabbar.
I am the Muad'Dib. Are you putting your hand in the pain box?
Before I do so. No. Just before I do so, like, what kind of creature am I looking at? Is it like a fairy creature? Is
Yeah,
it
sort
like,
of
okay.
a fairy fae type creature. Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand what I'm letting out at this
It's
thing.
not like the green version of the blue lady. It
Right.
does look substantially different?
Oh, yeah.
Fawn just looks at the creature and nods and shoves her hand through whatever locking mechanism appears to be there.
Fort save.
That's stamina, right?
I think so.
It's 12.
So you stick your hand in and sort of as you start to scream, and you hear a oh, there you are, and you start hearing some but as you do so, the door to the cage swings open.
So the fort save was to see if you could be quiet while it was happening?
The fort save is whether or not you scream and in pain let go and fall 120 some odd feet to your death.
Oh. Well,
I'm on a rope. I can't fall.
Yeah, still have to make the fort save. Otherwise, he would have been a screaming dead weight, at which point the pumpkin thing would have come said hello.
Yeah.
But anyway, the door swings open, and the creature inside, the female creature inside, lets loose a shriek of almost ecstasy. Mm-hmm. And as it does so, you all hear a whisper saying, "Oh no, I failed." And you hear a scream that basically says, she says, "I'll kill you, you bastard." And at a high rate of speed, if you weren't having onto the rope, you would have an issue, because this woman shoots out of the cage, flying. Hmm? The cloak sweeps back and becomes a massive pair of green bat wings. As she screeches, you see her snatch up this pumpkin with one clawed hand. She's very much man-bat style.
Sure.
Slams it into the side of the wall and just screams in its face. And as it does, you see it's like the Thanos snap. The thing just fucking melts. It just melts away. Just fucking gone. At which point, the whole structure begins to shake. And you see that the Titan starts to shamble and start to wake up. The walls of this thing are caving in. You're all struggling to grasp anything. The creature says, "I suppose I owe you one." And you see her turn, and all of a sudden, the branch that's holding onto the cage snaps, and you all start to fall.
How is that owing us one?
Grimjaw's just... He's looking down and trying to aim his body so that the spear is pointed towards the Titan.
Fair point.
You've just taken a brace with it in your shoulder and are ready to go.
Yep. And then what I'll do is, as it hits, I'm not going to do this, but as it hits, I'll try to do something like this.
As you fall, you see the Titan sort of look up, and it puts its hand up like it's going to reach up and grab the cage. And as you do so, there's a startling beam of light, and you feel yourself all collapse. The three of you, I guess I should say all, there aren't that many of you, collapse onto a grassy hill. Your ears pop as you land.
Am I dead?
Surprisingly not. You hear
Sanka! You dead, man?
You dead, man?
You
No, but my egg broke.
But my egg broke.
You hear 5 voices say simultaneously, "You have succeeded. Congratulations."
Thanks.
Who did we save?
An ally.
Another.
Someone who will help us in the time to come.
There's more of this
Approximately 9 to 10 more levels, yes. And if you think it was hard getting 10 XP, imagine what it's like to get like 400 to get to level 10.
Yeah.
I'm going to need more friends.
I agree. I will watch over you, though, and will send good luck and opportunities from where I am in hiding. The time is not right for me to confront our enemies directly. If I were to project my real form into the world, they would be aware of my presence and could marshal their forces for an attack I'm not prepared to answer. But have no fear. I'm already working on gathering my allies, the first of which is Dresda. It's good to say her name and without fear of retribution. Soon our power will be too great to resist, and then we will strike and chase our enemies from reality itself. On that day, my brave warrior allies, yours shall be the dominion of the world. as you were promised. And you see the world tear again, and the giant, massive Wheel of Fortune wheel sort of pokes its way out of reality and leans up against the cliff so that you can spin it. This is your prize, should you wish it.
As opposed to...
I won't force you to spin the Wheel of Destiny. It is up to you.
May I ask where we are before I spin said Wheel of Destiny?
You have returned to Earth, the place where you started. You've returned to the material plane.
It, let's play the game. Both my characters will spin the wheel.
We'll do one at a time.
Okay.
I'm going to wait to see what happens.
Who would like to go first?
Fawn. She's the one who saved the creature.
Okay. That's important to know.
So what do we are rolling? D20? D...
You are rolling a D20, but it's very, very important that you roll this in a meaningful way. It's not just a regular die roll. It is an important die roll.
Am I adding something?
It's got to be a roll of fate.
What the fuck is going on behind me? Cody just grabbed an empty box for the people at home.
Just put it, I don't know how your aim is.
You got to, like, throw it.
You want me to throw it in that box over there? Oh, Jesus Christ.
It is there's no cheating the Wheel of Destiny.
For people at home, I am literally tossing a D20 into a box that is, I don't know, maybe 5 feet away from me.
So my destiny's at a worse chance than his?
No, we'll move it. Make me a luck check for fun.
Oh. That's a +2. That is a 5.
No, you roll under your luck skill.
Oh, well then well over 17. It's a 3 out of 17.
You're good.
Okay. As Fawn reaches up to touch the Wheel of Destiny, she gets the sense that what the Lady of Blue had said is not what appears to be the case, and that you may be foolish for trusting in her. Throw the die.
Well, if I think she's foolish, then why wouldn't I pull back?
Because you're sort of already touching the wheel. Nice shot.
It's in the box. What did I get?
Fawn begins to change.
What did I roll?
Lucas,
Yeah.
Fawn receives a +1 bonus permanent to her luck score. So luck score statistically goes up.
My total score doesn't change, right?
You also re-roll your birth augur.
Okay. Which was based on what?
It's the 1d30.
Yeah.
Now, do I have to?
Yeah, you're
need to
permanently
roll.
changed.
Okay. That is a 4.
If I remember correctly, I don't think that's bad. Never mind. Raised by wolves, unarmed attack rolls is what you now have.
So what
my
is your
unarmed
current...
attack now has a +3. My luck score is a +3.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You now have the option to, what is your current luck? Or what is your current augur?
My current augur is HP +2.
Okay. Do you prefer HP +2, which would now be HP +3, or do you want the unarmed +3?
I think I'd rather keep the HP.
Okay. Your luck score changes, and now your HP also goes up 1.
Does that automatically give me an extra hit point or no?
Yeah. Okay. Your hit points are going to go up.
So we have the choice between the two.
That's what happened for...
Got you.
Now the question is, will you spin the wheel?
He's got another character.
I do have another character.
I know.
But yes, Cody, would you like to play the game?
Or you want to let Lucas spin again? Will that make you feel better for him to spin a second
Do you need to
time?
roll a luck roll first or no?
You can. I don't know.
You go spin the wheel.
Lucas can do it with his second
Spin that
character,
wheel.
and then
Spin that wheel.
Throw the die, Lucas.
I just reminds me of the Ninja Turtles movie.
Throw the die. Which character is this for?
Rowan.
Rowan. Trying to make sure. Rowan. Nope, don't think so. Okay. They're modifiers.
Totally cool. We all made choices.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that was because Cody's old and decrepit, or if it was because it was a bad roll.
I have a feeling there's a little bit of both.
Troy? Would you
Troy gets
like to play Uatu the Watcher for me here?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So Rowan just rolled the dice.
I don't know
right?
enough to know what's going on right now.
She had 2 characters alive, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Please control the hand of fate for me, Troy. Would you roll me a d4?
Okay.
Okay. Just keep that number. Just
Okay.
keep that right there. Rowan suddenly isn't spinning the wheel anymore. What was Rowan's occupation?
Elven barrister.
What the does a barrister do?
It's a lawyer.
Okay. Rowan suddenly finds himself suddenly finds himself litigating some terrible case somewhere. He's not Matlock. He's getting his ass beat. It's a terrible, terrible time. And he remembers himself married, 2 kids, divorced, growing old, replaying his whole life. And he just suddenly remembers that one time when he could have followed, could have gone somewhere, could have done something with his life. But instead, he dies a boring, unfulfilled, unadventurous life. Troy, what number did you roll?
2.
Lucas,
Yes.
who is the second dead character you have?
The one that died the second time?
Whatever one number 2 is.
Well, no, so that makes a difference. Is the one that died second
That one, since you're being difficult. Nope.
Jax?
Nope, that one.
Calcifer.
Yep.
Calcifer.
Calcifer is alive. Fuck. Calcifer spinning the wheel. Roll that die. Spin that wheel of destiny. Calcifer was the one, actually, who was holding onto that rope with you.
Oh, so it augments even my memories? Well, I wouldn't know that to be the case, but out of game.
Right. No. Everything's fine.
I don't even remember that character. Is that the one that
Because he died on the bridge.
He was the one that fell.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
That's awesome. Is he a
So
decent
Rowan's gone and Calcifer's just in his place.
Is he a decent character?
No. He's a 3 HP halfling gypsy.
He's already in mid-spin of the wheel. Modifiers are in place. You got to roll for him. You're busy rolling.
Oh, no,
You
I have
could
to roll again?
Yeah. No.
shit.
Yeah, everything changed.
Rowan did not spin the wheel. Never happened.
Does it happen again?
I don't know what happens. Hold on.
The same fucking roll?
Modifiers are just different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Play the hand of fate again, Troy?
You turn into a shining ball of light at this point. We'll deal with that.
Okay.
You're gonna be really... Are you rolling or not? We need to do you next.
Just play the game.
Sure, I guess I'll do it. I'm rolling a D20 in there, right?
Yep.
Can I have my D20 back?
My heavy one. I almost didn't throw it hard enough. Oh, I'm freaking out.
Yeah, what happens if you miss the box? I guess not. I guess it's bad, right?
If it's the Syndable, it's a nat 20.
Yeah, I know. What character is this?
It's Grimjaw.
What did Grimjaw do?
What do you mean?
Occupation.
Oh, he was a mercenary.
Is he any good at it?
I mean, I would assume so.
Well,
He's got really good luck.
Troy, would you like to play Uatu the Watcher for me?
Damn it.
Your occupation changes?
Technically, you need to roll a d6.
Oh.
Oh.
Reroll on a 6.
Okay.
Insert something here where you rolled like garbage, and now he suddenly went on to his mercenary job, and somebody else is actually spinning the wheel of destiny.
Fucking hell.
2 again.
Whoever your number 2 dead character is.
It's the guy who crit fumbled and died on the bridge.
Everybody from the bridge is coming back to life.
Oh, fucking why did I roll?
Throw it again.
He's
Shitty
fine.
character.
Throw it again. Hey, Uatu.
No, he's just
Should you do it again?
the same fucking roll.
All right, I'm switching dice.
My roll 6. D6 again?
This time a d4 because those other characters aren't actually dead. So really, he never actually stepped foot on that bridge. He went on to live a shitty life
2
as
again.
a...
Rolling 2s.
Well, 2 at this point would then be Grimjaw.
No, Grimjaw's not...
Go 2 down.
Yeah.
It would be Caliph.
Calith, back alive, d20. Grimjaw went on to be a mercenary. The other dude went on to be a
Roll
dyer.
a different number than you've been rolling.
I rolled a different dice. I can't.
It's in the box, man.
That one's alive and is fine now. He experienced a long, nice life. Roll me another one who want to.
Fucking kidding me?
This point, you're down to what? 2 who haven't died?
2 again.
So now it's back to Norgus.
Sure.
Can I just say it's Bocephus?
I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't been yet. Depends on what you roll.
Oh, if you miss the box, you're dead.
Erased from all existence.
Hey, guess what? Bocephus is back. Last shot.
Son of a bitch.
I'm sure it's
You're
a
just
range.
cycling through all your characters at this point.
I'm sure it's a range.
Oh, it is.
Next up, I'm one of my characters.
said it's a
I get a chance.
Oh, yeah. He's got a good point. If it happens again, it's one of Troy's characters.
It did not. So who are we left with now? Bocephus and the Gypsy.
Fawn. No,
A glowing ball of light, you said.
yeah,
the
we're gonna get
gypsy's
to
a glowing ball of light, but the fawn was fine.
Fawn goes to level 1. Bocephus goes to level 1. The glowing ball of light goes to level 1. Schroeder,
How does that work?
I will get there. Essentially, you have a choice of destiny. You get to make a whole bunch of rolls and decide exactly what you want, and you get to cook your character a particular way.
I do?
Both of you do.
I think it's funny that Calcifer, who I named after a fire from Howl's Moving Castle, is now a burning ball of light.
Oh, so I got the burning ball of light thing too. We just weren't talking about
Kind
it
of-
until we figured out what was going on.
Kind of similar, yes.
So say that again. We get to what?
So you will... So this is for the Gypsy and for the...
For Bocephus.
for Bocephus. Because essentially what happened for whoever it was that rolled, there was just a sudden flash and every one of your characters went by as they returned to their old lives and realized that they wasted their time never seeking destiny until we get back to Bocephus. So for Bocephus and for the Gypsy, you get a major change. So +2 to luck.
Wish I could have kept the luck stat from Grimjaw.
You get to do your Augur and Lucky twice and choose which of the 3 you want.
Wait, so what?
1 ability score. I knew this is why you were going to do this because you weren't going to listen to me, so hold on. Basically, you can cook your level 1 character if you roll high enough. And then major. So the Wheel of Destiny provides the following changes. For these 2 characters, they get +2 to their luck. They get to roll Augur and Lucky rolls twice, and they get to choose which of the 3, your original or one of the 2 that you rolled, as their new Augur. You get 1 ability score you get to re-roll and keep as your new ability score, and you have 1 major change. And you also age plus or minus 1d4 years.
Okay.
So if you'd like to attempt to cook your characters, you now can. So while they're doing that, Troy, what'd you think?
It's cool.
Hole in the Sky is super fucking trippy.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Our title track, Bustin' Loose with Lead, is used under Creative Commons Attribution 4 International License and was produced by Jason Shaw at Audionautics.com. Like what you just heard? Let us know on Twitter at Rancors_Brothel or send us a message on Facebook at the Rancors Brothel page. Want more content? Subscribe to our podcast on any major platform or visit rancorsbrothel.com for hundreds of other RPG actual play podcast episodes. Enjoy sharing memes and talking nerdy? Hit up other listeners on the Fans of the Rancors Brothel Facebook page. Thanks for listening. Keep circulating the tapes.